Midnight tides. The city pulsed outside, wet streets reflecting the neon glow in fractured streaks of pink, blue and gold. Inside Maya's apartment, the world narrowed to one doorway, one presence. Eli. He leaned against the frame, soaked from the rain, hair sticking in damp strands to his forehead. She felt him before she saw him, warmth radiating, a pull that made her chest tighten, and her stomach coil with anticipation. Every fibre of her wanted to step back, to resist, but she didn't, couldn't. I shouldn't be here, she whispered, voice trembling with the truth she couldn't admit. You are, he said, stepping closer, slow, deliberate, like a tide curling towards the shore. His gaze roamed over her, lingering in a way that made her pulse spike. There was no judgment, no hesitation, only raw, unspoken craving. Their eyes locked and the space between them disappeared in a heartbeat. His fingers brushed her shoulder, tracing a line down her side, teasing, electric, setting fire through her veins. She shivered, leaning in, wanting, needing, aching in ways she hadn't allowed herself to feel in days. Maya's hand slid into his hair, tugging lightly, anchoring herself to him, grounding herself in the heat that radiated between them. Every subtle press, every brush of skin against skin was a conversation, a confession, a promise. They moved together like the world had narrowed to their rhythm alone. Their breaths, the rise and fall of their chests, the shiver that ran through her spine when his hand grazed her side. The apartment was silent except for the storm outside, and every heartbeat between them was loud, insistent, undeniable. His fingers traced the edges of her tattoos along the curve of her collarbone, down to the slope of her waist. She pressed closer, letting herself feel everything, the warmth of him, the steady thrum of his pulse against her own, the magnetic pull of their proximity. Their lips met, slow at first, hesitant, tasting the danger that clung to them, then deeper, desperate, as if they were inhaling the moments they weren't supposed to have. Every brush, every sigh, every tremor told them they were too close, too fast, too perfect, and they couldn't stop. Maya tilted her head, letting him press against her cheek, her neck, the subtle slope of her shoulder. The world beyond the walls, friends, family, consequences, faded to nothing. Only the warmth, the tension, the electricity between them remained. We shouldn't, she whispered, voice thick, almost a plea. We don't care, he murmured, holding her tighter, their bodies pressing together in a perfect fleeting alignment. Time dilated, every glance, every touch, every shallow breath was a spark, igniting, drawing them closer to the point where the outside world no longer existed. The storm outside became a drumbeat to their rhythm. The neon splintered across her skin like a secret spotlight on their closeness. They clung to each other, shivering, trembling, hearts hammering. Every inch of contact screamed of desire, of forbidden devotion, of a fire neither could contain. The tension built, coiling tight, unrelenting until the room felt like it could collapse under the intensity of their connection. And then they paused, foreheads pressed together, breaths mingling, knowing in that suspended moment that the night had already claimed them. Outside, the city pulsed on, oblivious. Inside, they were fire and tide, impossible, inevitable, surrendering to a passion that could not exist in daylight. Maya rested her cheeks against his chest, feeling the rapid thrum of his heartbeat. Eli's hand framed her face, tracing the contours as if memorizing her in every fleeting second. They shivered in unison, aware that this was borrowed time, that the dawn would bring judgment, whispers, consequences, but also that nothing in the world could erase this, the heat, the closeness, the undeniable pull that had brought them together again. For a heartbeat, a moment, a stretch of stolen time, the world belonged to them alone. Every curve, every glance, every shiver was a testament to the passion that burned in secret. And in that midnight, they both understood. Some fires cannot survive in sunlight, but while they burned, they could burn fully.